All right, good morning, traders. Today is May 21st, 2024. My name is John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. I want to thank everyone for being here, including all of you out there in digital land, out there in YouTube and Rumble and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all of those. Thank you. My SPY pivot this morning, 530.43. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5 are in daily uptrends. SPY, QQQ, FNGU made new highs yesterday, closing over the bullish trap and over the 17 EMA. Diamond down, made a lower high and a lower low, closing inside the bullish trap over the rising 17. IWM made a higher high and a higher low, but not a new high. Closed over the bullish trap over the 17. SPY ended the day with a 2-hour uptrend and a 10-minute downtrend. Gold made a new all-time high. Silver made a new 11-year high. Both are still in uptrends. Both are still bullish. And by the way, the Fab 5 is still in daily uptrends. Okay, and both made higher highs, silver and gold, higher highs, higher lows, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. USO technically, started a new uptrend a couple days ago, made a lower high and a lower low yesterday, closing under the bearish cross below the flat 17 EMA. UNG, still in an uptrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. US dollar index, also still in an uptrend, recently bounced off the flat 200 SMA, closed the day near the 104.60, kind of creeping up. It was closed the day before at 104.50 area. Today it moved up 10 cents, 104.60 area. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. All right, first chart we'll look at is, let's move this up just a little bit. SPY, you can see right here, made a higher high and a higher low. That was a new all-time high by 4 pennies yesterday, closing over the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. If we look at it on the 2-hour, we left off. You can see the yellow line just faintly over the 8 EMA here. So we left off. We have a 2-hour uptrend. On the 10-minute chart, on the 10-minute chart right here, we'll go back before the post section. We were below the 8, so we were in a 10-minute downtrend. All right, so my SPY pivot this morning, 530.43. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All right, I'm looking for price to actually get up underneath this 529.62. Below that, I'm looking for puts. So looking for red erases green entries on the short side. So we'll see what happens. Reason for that, they didn't make a significant higher high over here. Typically they come up, they come back down here, they hit the trend line. All right, so we hit a prior high. We couldn't be failed to make a new high. Typically after that, they want to come back and test the prior low. So I'm looking for price to come back here. So far, it looks like it's hung up on the all-time high anchored VWAP, holding over that. I got to tell you, between 530.43, the pivot, and the all-time high anchored VWAP right there, I got to stay bullish if we're on the north side of that VWAP, anchored VWAP line. So below that, yeah, I want to be a bear, but above that, I think, I still got to stay bullish because we were at new all-time highs up here yesterday. So great work on the SPY. Let's go take a look at QQQ. All right, so QQQ. All right, so QQQ making another new all-time high yesterday. Okay, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap. That's the 3 EMA on top of the 8 EMA, all of them. Price, the 3, the 8, All on top of that rising 17, that's those green dots. That's rising 17 EMA, so that's bullish. All right, new all-time high right there on QQQ yesterday. Let's take a look at FNGU. FNGU putting in a new, I think that's a 2-year high, not sure. Let's take a look here, weekly. Yeah, that is 2-year high. All right, so new 2-year high for FNGU. Go back to the daily chart. Higher high, higher low. Closing over the bullish trap. Okay, over the 17 EMA right there. So new all-time high for, no, new 2-year high for FNGU. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. All right, here's Diamond Dow. Not a new all-time high, not a new high yesterday. Lower high, lower low, but closed inside the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. So there's Diamond Dow, still bullish, still in an uptrend. IWM. IWM, higher high, higher low, not a new high, but closed over the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. So IWM still in an uptrend as well. All right, so nice work on IWM. Let's take a look at our technicals. Let's blast this open here. All right, so for yesterday's price action, we jumped up into the overbought zone. The bears threw us out, so we wound up chopping around in the buy zone right here, just underneath this overbought zone. So nice work on the bulls holding price. Notice we've held price up here for the last. Let's take a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trading days. Nice work on the bulls part. All right, so let's take a look at T2123. Started out green, almost ended up green. Had two red candles right there. All in all, nice day for the bulls on T2123. 15-minute. You can see we are getting close to those prior all-time highs right there. That's a prior all-time high, and a little bit higher up, this is the all-time high right there. This is the prior all-time high, and we're getting closing in on it, rising up over that 200 SMA, pushing price up higher and higher. All right, let's take a look at T2123 3-bar. Look at that. All right, another 3 green green balls there on the 17 EMA price, getting further and further away from this rising 200 right there. So coming back up into those prior all-time highs there on the 3-bar chart. All right, let's take a look at FNGU. FNGU, yesterday's price action, green from beginning to the end of the day and right on through some of the post-market and pre-market. So FNGU very bullish this morning. Let's take a look at, let's go back and look at some sectors. Actually, let's look at oil and gas. So let's take a look at USO. So this is USO. Technically, it's in an uptrend because we made a new high over here. Okay, but yesterday's price action, I got yesterday's candle discombobulated, all right? So yesterday's price action was bullish, not bearish. Yesterday's price action was a higher low and a higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. So USO, that's got to be changed on the USO. So USO in an uptrend right there. UNG also in an uptrend. Yesterday's candle, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. So there's UNG. Let's take a look at silver and gold, precious metals. Silver, yesterday's candle, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. Silver and gold getting it done. New all-time high for, no, that's a new 11-year high for silver. Okay, for gold, it is a new all-time high. Gold doing the same thing, higher low, higher high. New all-time high for gold right there. All right, closing over the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. So there's gold and silver. All right, let's take a look at the US dollar index. And, no, actually, let's take a look at a few sectors first, all right? Let's take a look at SMH. All right, SMH, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. All right, not a new all-time high, but putting in a higher high and a higher low. This is bullish. With a higher low here and a higher high there, that is in an uptrend. So all of the Fab 5 in an uptrend. Both precious metals, silver and gold, in uptrends. Both of the energy, the USO and the UNG, that's nat gas and crude oil or petroleum, both in uptrends. All of the Fab 5 in uptrends, if I didn't say it already. All right, and we've got semiconductor sector in an uptrend right there, XLK. Technology sector, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. All right, so XLK in an uptrend, that's the technology sector. Okay, let's take a look at XLF. All right, XLF, lower high, lower low, closing inside the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA, made a higher low and a higher high. That is also in an uptrend. So we've got technology, semiconductors, and financials in an uptrend. That was a new all-time high made there on Friday. Okay, so that's in an uptrend. All that's left is IYT. See if they can give me a decent candle today. I have to go look. They did it again. All right, so let's see what we got here. Here's the high. Here's the low. All right, so on IYT, got a lower high and a lower low, closing under the bearish trap, under the 17 EMA. Get this, still in an uptrend because it made a higher low here and a higher high. So even though it's rolling over here and almost closing in on that low, it's still in an uptrend, making the higher low and the higher high. So transports also in an uptrend. So we have everything is ready here in the mix to have a really robust rally up to SPY 550. All right, just letting you know that in case you want to play some bull put credit spreads or buy some calls, either one. We have everything is primed and ready to move up there. All of the conditions and the stars and everything are lined up. Okay, on top of that, look at IYT. We also have inverted head and shoulders right there. All right, so we got left shoulder, right shoulder, head. Got an inverted head and shoulders there on IYT. All right, so let's go take a look at. We've looked at the sectors. Let's take a look at what do we want to look at. They always do this to me. You just open up another one. I don't know why they think they need to do it. All right, economic calendar for today. Just some Fed speakers, no economic data. Got some big economic data coming Wednesday. FOMC minutes at 2. All in all, I think the big main event for this week is going to be not the minutes, but the NVIDIA whatever NVIDIA reports. And they're going to report on Wednesday. That's tomorrow evening, and that's $2.33 trillion of market cap. That's going to be the main event. Back to the economic calendar. Actually, right back to the dollar. Right here, you can see still in an uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. All right, so far, got a little downtrend going on right here, or pullback with a lower high and a lower low as we climb right into this 200 SMA. Yesterday's price action closed right about here, right around 104.61. Okay, didn't take out the prior day's high, but kind of moving up toward the midpoint there. So there's U.S. dollar index. Technically in a daily downtrend, but all in all, on a little bit bigger picture, it's in an uptrend. So there's DXY, that's the U.S. dollar index. Back to the economic calendar. I'm skipping around here. All right. Today, again, economic data, nothing but Fed speakers. Tomorrow, Fed minutes at 2 p.m. Petroleum status report at 10:30. As always, existing home sales at 10. A couple of Fed speakers, and that's it. Thursday, all right, jobless claims 8:30. PMI composite flash at 9:45. New home sales. This is existing home sales at 10 o'clock today. New home sales at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Excuse me. Existing home sales at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. New home sales on Thursday at 10 o'clock. And at every Thursday at 10:30, we have a gas report and a couple of Fed speakers. No, just one Fed speaker, and that's it for Thursday. For Friday, we've got durable good orders at 8:30, consumer sentiment at 10, a rig count at 1, and that's it. So you can see it's a really light week for the economic data. All right, so the bulls got nothing in their way but themselves, if they don't trip over themselves, and the strength of the dollar. So everything's looking good for the bulls to jack it up to 550 if they choose to do so. Max pain for today is 530, which is pretty much where we're sitting. Put to call ratio, 1.5 puts to every call. Earnings calendar for today. We have Lowe's is going to report this morning, 132 billion. AutoZone, 50 billion. Toll Brothers, 13 billion. They're going to report tonight. Okay, for tomorrow, main event. All right, a main event for this week, NVIDIA, $2.33 trillion. It's going to report tomorrow evening. All right, after the close. All right, PDD Holdings, 201 billion. They're going to report tomorrow morning. TJX Companies, 110 billion. They're going to report tomorrow morning. Analog Devices, 107 billion. They're going to report tomorrow morning. All right, Synopsys, they're going to report tomorrow evening with NVIDIA. And that's about it. There's some familiar names, but nothing really market moving. Of course, NVIDIA will capture the majority of the attention tomorrow. Thursday, all right, Intuit's going to report after the close as well, 187 billion. Medtronic, 112 billion. They're going to report in the morning. Toronto Dominion Bank, they're going to report in the morning. And that's it for the notables for Thursday. Friday, nothing really happening. Coca-Cola Pacific's going to report $33 billion. Okay, that's it right there for earnings. All right, and we did the max pain. We tried to do the dollar, and that's it for the calendars today and the economic data. All right, I'm looking for green erases red. Okay, on SPY this morning. All right, as long as we stay above that all-time high anchored VWAP. All right, as long as we stay over this pink line, that's this all-time high anchored VWAP, green erases red entries. All right, I'm looking for that. Below that, red erases green entries. I'm looking for that to come down here and challenge this pivot right here. So we'll see what happens. All right. So I'll take questions in the room, and if not, good morning, Gilbert, Lenny. All right. If not, I'm going to go ahead and try and get my video rendered.